Alright, it's Team 209 here, it's Caveman, and I'm here to show you my lightsworn deck. Yeah. Alright. Judgment Dragon, run 2 of those, don't need 3. Arcus, lightsworns aren't targeted by effects if he's face up on the field, and ditch 2 cards to, at the end of your turn, not to do anything, just 'cause you got to. Lila, she's good in a spellcaster deck by herself. She don't even need to be using lightsworns, but she is, because she is a lightsworn. You can change her from face-up attack position to defense position to destroy a spell or trap card your opponent controls, and at the end of your turn you got to mill 3. Use 2 of those. Wolf, if he's sent from the main deck to the graveyard, special summon him to your field. Use 3 of those. Raikou, flip mill 3 cards to destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Celestia, when she's summoned, you could send the top 4 cards from your deck to the graveyard to destroy 2 cards destroy up to 2 cards your opponent controls. I use 2 of those. I use 2 Raikous, by the way. Lumina, the Lightsworn Summoner, she's limited to 1. That kind of blows, but you could discard 1 card to special summon 1 level 4 lower Lightsworn monster. At the end of your turn, you got to mill 3. Use 1 Jaden, just because if he attacks the opponent's monster, he gains 300 attack, so he could be 21. And at the end of your turn, you mill 2. This guy, just because he's another Lightsworn, and if on your field, when a Lightsworn monster has to mill at the end of the turn, you draw for each Lightsworn that had to do it, you draw 1 card. Gores, because this deck really doesn't play on like a lot of back row, so drop a Gores, if you're fucking needing the Gores. Card Trooper, I use 2 of these because I don't use Necro Gardener, so I decided to throw like another one in, and if you use him first turn, you happen to get a wolf. It's really cool. I use Honest because this is pretty much made for Lightsworns. Yeah. This is like a super Kalute. When you discard this when your opponent's monster attacks, and you gain your opponent's monster's attack. So your opponent, when he attacks, he takes your monster's attack because they're equal. Beckoning to Light, discard cards in your hand, add the number of light monsters from your graveyard to your hand equal to the number that you discarded. I use Needlebug's Nest, which I'm like really surprised nobody uses it in their Lightsworn decks at like my locals. It's in the top 5 cards from your deck to the graveyard. And that's fucking great to me. That could be a first turn JD if you draw a JD. Okay, it could be a second turn JD if you draw a JD. Activate that. I already have fucking 4 Lightsworns. I use 3 of those. I use 2 Bottomless, 1 7 Tools, and I use Tornado Tribute, Foolish Burial, MST, Lightning Vortex, Charge of the Light Brigade, Solar Recharge. I use 3 of those. Monster Reincarnation. If JD happens to go to the graveyard and you don't, and like your other one's not in your deck or hand, then you could discard a card and add a JD back. Monster Reborn, Book of Moon. I use 2 of those. And a Dark Hole. And I don't run Plague Spreader because I don't really synchro with this deck. I don't like synchros too much. Boom.